The BumbleKast is for entertainment purposes only. The host's comments and opinions, and those of their guests, are wholly their own and do not represent that of any other entity. Content is provided as is, with no guarantees of accuracy or timeliness.
Welcome to the BumbleKast. I'm your host, Ian Flynn, the Bumble King, and joining me as always is my Bumble co-host, Kyle, JCRB Krause.
Hello. That's all I got. Hello.
All right. We got a mix of priority questions and standard questions on today's show, but they all come from our patrons over at patreon.com/BumbleKast, Ko-fi.com/BumbleKast, our YouTube members, and via email and social media this time.
Hello.
No, this is the part where you start reading the questions.
Huh? Questions? What are you talking about?
The questions from the patrons and the thing. I just said the spiel. Come on, Kyle.
Oh, okay. We're doing the BumbleKast. I thought this was something else.
Yes.
I thought this was something. I don't know what I thought this was, but I thought this was something else.
It's not KNGI. That's Fridays.
No, it's not.
It used to be Fridays.
It will be someday again. I don't know if it'll be Fridays, but it'll be someday again.
I mean, there's a significant archive that folks can go through over at kngi.org for all their listening goodness. But for now, questions, BumbleKast. Let's go.
This was not me trying to fish you into advertising my other show, by the way. This was a complete bout of silliness. Anyway, speaking of complete bouts of silliness, here's some questions. See, I do know what questions are. Allison S. asks, I had a dream that I asked a question about Bowser's brother, fake Bowser, or Blue Bowser. Ignoring how weird my dreams are, what do you two think his deal is? Did Comic create him or something? Thanks! More info? The Mario Wiki. Always a good source.
So if you dreamed this question, but you're asking it now, are we in Allison's dream?
Well, that would explain a lot. And yet it explains nothing.
Still spinning.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is from Dream Team, right? I believe that's what it is.
No, Fake Bowser's been around since the beginning.
Well, yeah, from the original games, but he wasn't blue.
In some versions he was. I went through the wiki article because I could have sworn I remembered reading somewhere that it was confirmed that it was just some kind of magical thingy that Bowser made as a decoy. But according to the wiki, which seems pretty robust, there is no mention of that, so I don't know where I got that info from.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, the Mario Wiki is like the source of everything. Like, if you're looking for stuff, Mario Wiki. It doesn't have to be Mario related even. It's just a wiki of Mario and other things.
It is fairly robust. Given how many odd duplicate characters and time differentiated characters and stuff, I wouldn't stress over it too much myself. I mean, for pity's sake, the Metal Mario is considered a thing now and not just him with the green cap. So, yeah, is Dry Bowser a different Bowser? Is he Bowser skeleton reanimated? Is he a different character? I don't know.
Depends on the story.
I'm willing to just say that Blue Bowser, Fake Bowser, by the very nature of his name, is some kind of magical construct. The wiki says that there's some material out there that implies he's part of the Koopa clan, maybe a sibling, but I don't know.
Okay, this guy in Mario 2, okay, in the Lost Levels, Japanese Mario 2. All right, he's a slightly different color, yeah, okay.
And how much would it suck to be born and it's like, hey, your name's Fake Bowser. Which one's the favorite of the family? Jeez.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be... He'd have to grow up a bit to understand what fake means. Unless, by being a magical construct, he already understands language and everything, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how these things work, man. I'm just here. Anyway, question from Andrew D. According to my partner, who was born and raised in China, April O'Neil is named Da Vinci in Chinese. Given that wasn't really a question, well, have you guys heard of any random fun facts about any series you'd like to share?
I don't know if it's a fun fact, but did you ever see the Star Wars show Rebels?
No, but I am passingly familiar.
Okay. Character named Zeb Aurelios. I can never pronounce it. He was the big monster man of the group. One of the better characters. his species design is based off of an early concept for Chewbacca as done by artist Ralph McQuarrie.
Interesting.
Like, if you go back and you look up Ralph McQuarrie's concept for Chewbacca, it's this horrible, bug-eyed, hairy-faced thing. And it's like, oh, I'm glad Chewbacca isn't that. But they recycled it for Zeb, and it's like, oh, yeah, no, he looks great.
Interesting. Well, did you know that in World 8-4 of Super Mario Bros. 2, aka The Lost Levels, the Japanese version of Super Mario Bros. 2, there appears a palette-swapped version of Bowser called Fake Bowser, who is blue, and he is guarding the way to the real fight with the real Bowser. Very interesting.
What? How topical of you. I can't believe the coincidence of that factoid.
Yes. I don't know. Not many people made it that far in that game. I was one of the people who have, only because Super Mario All-Stars is very generous with where it saves in Lost Levels. I wouldn't have been able to do it without those each individual stage save points that game has. I don't think. Yeah, it's very generous with that. Anyway, and Tails asks, as the creator of Dragoon, do you want to claim dibs on ship naming before the Dragooners get to it first? Yeah, I'm glad that's catching on.
If there's one thing I have learned in my career, it's that you cannot control fandom.
Yeah.
You can encourage the positive points, you can call out the negative points, but you cannot control it. So, no, I leave the fandom in the hands of the fans. I am concerned because there's only like one potential ship that isn't problematic at this point.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
don't really see a lot of opportunity here. But if there's one thing I've learned over the years, it's that shipping knows no logic or taste or restraint. So,
yep, that's basically it.
Just the only line I'm going to draw in the sand here is please leave Lissy alone.
Yeah, well,
go nuts in every other direction. That's whatever you like, but just leave Lissy alone.
Yeah, that would be ideal, but we'll see. DDR Master M asks, in the context of handling sensitive topics, such as cultural identities of characters, is cursing the carelessness and flippancy of your predecessors a common occurrence in the comic industry? Asking because a friend is having to untangle that sort of mess right now for one of her writing projects.
Oh, so much tea is spilled behind closed doors.
Uh-huh. I can only imagine.
Some of it is understood to be, a product of the times for certain creators or projects. It's what was the acceptable mentality or what they might have grown up with at the time.
Yeah.
Others, you kind of regret that they ever got work. And it's like, you could have tried harder there, champ, but you didn't. So, in a lot of cases, you can ignore it with whatever's going on in the present day. You can say that's an old continuity, this is the new one, or we just don't ever need to reference it again. And in some cases, it's better to do that because dredging up this old material to correct it, so to speak, only just reopens the wound.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. It's like, well, now you're putting the spotlight back on this thing that happened years ago that you don't really need to pay any more attention to. And
yeah, sometimes it's better to just move forward in a more educated and aware point of view.
Right. Yep. I agree. That makes sense to me.
This coming from someone who has been an ardent stickler for canon over the years. Something to keep in mind is these stories are fantasy. They are not real. You can make up new things and go in new directions. It's okay. I prefer to be informed by the material that came before, but if it has to change, that's okay because it's not real. It is allowed.
I don't know. But if you change it, then it sucks.
Not always.
It's true. Anyway, here's Dove. It's game night, and things are getting tense. You have Link, Gordon Freeman, Jack from BioShock, and Chell from Portal. These four are playing Pictionary. Which team wins?
I'm inclined to say Link.
Yeah, let's see. Who's the only one that actually has a voice and makes noise? I think it is just Link, right? The other three are completely silent.
Does Shell not have any kind of grunt
No.
or pain?
No.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
And Freeman doesn't, obviously. And I don't think Jack does either. I'm less familiar with Bioshock.
Yeah.
But I get the idea, yeah. I know Bioshock Infinite, but that game is not silent. Protagonists are not silent in that game. They don't shut up.
I don't know. I'm inclined to think Link is the more artistically gifted of the four.
Yeah.
And granted, it's biased because we have seen more of him, but I think he's also the most expressive. So
yeah,
he might be able to a little more. I know you're not supposed to say things in Pictionary, but grunts can convey things.
Especially if he's young Link, then he's very expressive. Or not young Link, Toon Link. There we go. That's what I meant.
Or
Toon
both.
Link. Or both. Well, yeah, but Toon Link especially. Toon Link is a delight. Give him a selfie camera. Brilliant. I don't know who had that idea, but they're a genius.
And I also want to say there was some little bit of environmental storytelling with Shell saying she seemed particularly bright when thinking outside the box. So maybe that creative mentality would assist in Pictionary. So if you've got Link and Shell on the same team, then they're going to win.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, the only problem is that they won't be able to say what their answers are.
Fair. So they all lose.
I guess nobody wins. Hero Squad asks, has it ever happened to you to say #KnowingSmile for anything upcoming only for it to be canceled or anything? Is it a bit awkward?
Not that I can remember.
No?
There may have been something early on where I was anticipating an announcement and then it didn't come. But typically I try to save the knowing smiles for stuff that I know is locked. And now I've had to just curate it to exclusively coinciding when something is announced, because if I ever trot it out early, everyone assumes it's a Sonic project, and I don't do that anymore. So rather than set expectations and everybody gets frustrated because like, here's this cool thing I'm excited about, and everyone else is going, oh, it's not Sonic. It's like, no, let's just focus on the moment. Here's the good thing. Well, usually good. Here's the thing that we're excited about, hopefully, and there you go.
You don't do Sonic projects anymore?
No, I don't do the #KnowingSmile with Sonic projects anymore.
Oh. I thought people were going to be getting excited for a second.
No, I can't do it anymore because it could be like an online comic, it could be a Tales tube, and instead people go, oh my god, he's writing the next game, it's been confirmed to be on this console. It's like, guys, stop it.
No. I just mean some people are going to be excited you're not involved with Sonic anymore, and that's what I meant.
Oh, no.
No.
You want me to drop that, you're just going to have to go over to patreon.com/Drogoon and support that, because if I can get my own projects up and running and live off of that, sure, I'll move on.
Yep. You want Ian to leave Sonic alone? Go pay him. All right. Here's Horseweave with a question. Hello, Ian and Kyle. Let's take a break and check out some new D&D related content that you and the cast can talk about. Try this show for starters. Dungeon Soup Chaotic Good Barbarian. The show is so damn good, I'd bet money even some of your mods will approve of it. I don't know. They don't approve of anything.
I have neither heard nor seen of this, so add it to the pile.
Dungeon Soup Chaotic Barbarian. Chaotic Good Barbarian. I am unfamiliar, but interesting. Okay. It's Chaotic Good Barbarian created by Dungeon Soup. Okay. I was a little confused. Like, is this like when I looked that up and it's like Chaotic Good Barbarian. That's all that came up. That's what Dungeon Soup is the people who made it. Okay.
Yeah, I thought that was part of the title. It's like, what is this, another Dungeon Meshi bandwagoner?
No. Apparently, it's just about a chaotic good barbarian. The best kind of barbarian, I did. Really.
Indeed.
Yes. All right. Wide-Eyed Innocent asks, Oh, wise author Ian, I have a literary question which I am hoping you can answer as I try to better understand literature. When studying love triangles, I've heard a valid resolution to them is the Twilight method of resolving a love triangle, so everyone is happy. What is the Twilight method of resolving a love triangle, and how would you go about incorporating it into one of your own stories if the opportunity presented itself? Could you give us an example of how you would approach it?
I have not heard of this method, and searching for it proved fairly fruitless. Going by context clues of love triangles and Twilight, I have to assume it's the Twilight book series with Edward, Bella, and Jacob.
Uh-huh.
So, in my attempts to figure out what this is, I ended up doing a deeper dive on that wiki than I ever cared to do. And
oops.
one of the interesting things I kept running into was that a consensus seemed to be that the Edward, Bella, Jacob thing was not a love triangle. That, for the most part, it was Edward and Bella in their own problematic relationship, and Jacob was just kind of there.
I think so.
I can't say that with any kind of certainty, though, because all of the articles I read were a tinge biased, one might say.
No, not in that fandom.
Not really describing the issue with the narrative construction, but more making assumptions about other people's reading abilities and blah, blah, blah. But from what I've been able to piece together, you have Edward and Bella who have their relationship, we'll say in a broad term.
Uh-huh.
And Jacob, the lifelong friend of Bella's, again, greatly being general here.
I don't know if it's a lifelong, but yeah.
He's into her and she's not really into him except when the plot needs her to be.
Right.
And then by the end of it, he is no longer into her because his werewolf genetics makes him want to be the guardian protector of her baby.
Right.
I think.
Yeah.
If I'm following this, please, if you know what this all is, educate us in the comments below.
Quote unquote guardian protector. Yes. That's
we're going to go with that.
It's family. That's not problematic at all.
So if the resolution is one of the party members in this triangle just up and has their mind and will rewritten by a deus ex machina, if that's the Twilight method, it's not very good. No,
not really.
But this could be me misinterpreting things on the fly. So, grain of salt.
Yes.
For a love triangle to work, I think you need to have all three parties reasonably committed to one another in some direction. Now, the usual one is the single female character being the interest of the two male characters, and that's kind of tired. It's not bad necessarily. You could make it work, but there has to be a loser, so to speak, in the scenario. Unless they go poly. If you can make that a healthy development for all three, cool, good for them.
They all have two hands. Why not?
I prefer the love triangle where it's each individual is chasing the other. He's into her, but she's into him, and he's maybe not interested in her, but is kind of into him, maybe? I don't know. Make a big game of Ring Around the Rosie.
Yeah.
What was it? A Much Ado About Nothing, which had a love square going on, which you really kind of had to draw out to make sense of at first go. That was fun. But to resolve it, you need the characters to come to a mutual understanding and respect by the end of it. Maybe the third wheel realizes that what they had was an infatuation, that they were in love with the concept of love and not the individual. Maybe they move on to someone else. Maybe, I don't know, depends on the situation. I'm not really comfortable with writing romantic scenarios in general. I feel like that's one of my weaknesses. So I haven't put a lot of thought into that construction, and I wouldn't want to pursue it unless I had a really solid idea of where I wanted to go with those characters and their dynamics.
Well, I hope that's a satisfactory answer, wide-eyed innocent. Anyway, Did I say wide-eyed innocent before answering the question, or did I say someone else's name? I don't remember.
You said wide-eyed innocent.
Did I? Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I read it wrong. Oh well. I'll fix it in post if not. Or just leave this part in. Here's one from Moolah Man. The Stooges are camping out in the woods. Mo and Larry are waiting for Curly to come back from hunting because he burned the food supply. Curly comes back with a big smile on his face saying, "Hey fellas, we're having
rabbit stew tonight."
Oh, okay. You did it. Or rather, rabid stew, as he's holding it by the ear. Carry on, Flynn.
Well, it's one part kind of a Tom and Jerry sketch where the rabbit causes them innumerable bodily harm around the campsite.
Mm.
And the other half of it is a Bugs Bunny sketch where he slaps on a wig to look like one of the other ones, and they can't tell who's the Stooge and who's the rabbit.
Why are you making this funny and entertaining? You're not making
because I'm stuck for the Three Stooges.
You're not making the rabbits. You're not making the rabbit stew. You're actually making this a real thing.
I mean, I just really like the idea of the rabbit in this horrible Mo wig, not even speaking English, just going rah, 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 rah,
yeah.
And Larry really can't figure it out.
I mean, that is funny.
What are you wise guys doing? He's right there. I don't know, Curly, which one is which. I'm seeing triple here.
Which one's the real one? I'm pretty sure this happened. This had to have happened in a Three Stooges skit at some point. Although I'm being told this is also just the Rabbids cartoon. Which I believe that too.
Cartoon. Okay.
There's a Rabbids cartoon, yes.
Why am I surprised, honestly?
Oh, dude, they're little cute marketable critters. Of course there's a cartoon. And apparently it's good. It went for 6 seasons.
Oh, Christ. Anyway, it ultimately ends up with all Three Stooges crammed into the cooking pot together.
That sounds about right. All right, here's one from Soccer Cut. Would Ian and Kyle like to visit the sand mines of Piossa in Estonia? I'm not sure if I said Piossa right. Apologies if I did not. It is located approximately 34.12 kilometers northeast of the town of Rouge and is famous for its large bat populations.
It looks really freaking cool. And as someone who doesn't particularly enjoy travel, yes, I would like to go there.
I would like to go. I'd like to go. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with seeing some large populations of bats. I'm not too worried about that. I know some people who are deathly afraid of bats, but I don't know. I think they're pretty cool. I can go see them. And also, I'd like to just go to Estonia. They have like the best internet in the world. I mean, I want to go there just for that. And our last question before we take a break, it's from Vineclad. In Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie, Pyramid of Light, there's a scene where Kaiba goes to Pegasus in a Blue Eyes jet dragon, while You're Not Me by Marty Baggs plays. The scene is unnecessary, but the song is great. Thoughts on the song?
Never say Blue Eyes White Dragon is unnecessary.
But it's a Blue Eyes jet dragon.
Regardless.
Let's see, what is a Blue Eyes jet dragon? Is it just a...
It's a jet plane that looks like a blue.
It's just a jet. I mean, okay.
It is just as on the nose as the song is.
That's pretty sick. And yes, the song is very on the nose, but it's also good. I like it. It's very much a 2000s like rock song. Like it's very clearly of its time. And that time was great.
The Matrix was right.
Pretty much. Yeah, that thing's pretty sick. That's pretty killer. I could see that's Kaiba's jet. Of course it would be.
Kaiba's song.
Well, yeah. Pretty much. I don't know, man. I think it's pretty cool. What I also think is pretty cool is this break. So let's take it right now on the BumbleKast.
We're the bee and the berry. I'm the bee.
Strawbz. No, I'm the bee.
Oh, my bad. We can cut that, right?
No, we can cut that.
Okay. We're the bee and the berry.
I'm the bee.
And I'm Strawberry.
And The Bee and the Berry is an irregularly scheduled podcast where we talk all things Sonic, writing fan fiction, and fan creation.
We snoop around at fan events, review the latest and hottest Sonic content, and host interviews with our fellow Sonic fan creators.
just girly things.
And hey, if you want, you can totally send us any discussion topics or questions you'd like us to talk about, and we might answer them.
Or we might not.
But hey, you never know. You can find us on Twitter, Blue Sky, Tumblr, and YouTube at The Bee the Berry.
Okay, we're running out of time here. Gotta grow fast.
Ciao!
Screw the break, we have questions.
We're back, and we got a question from Anime Hunter 23. Congrats, Ian and Kyle. You've been selected to take part in the wacky races. What do you name your vehicle, and how does it go?
Well, it has to be the Bumble car.
Uh-huh.
And I imagine it goes...
Yeah, that's probably about right. Bebo freaked out at your sputtering, coughing car.
He's sitting under the microphone and he is looking at me like I'm speaking in tongues. It's okay, buddy.
Cat does not like bumble car noises.
Now, here's the question. Is it a two-seater where we're in pods side by side? Is it a double-decker where one of us has like a gunner position at top? Is it like some kind of rocket car with a hilarious sidecar off to the side that shouldn't be there for all number of reasons?
I'm trying to think. Is it shaped like the logo with wheels on it?
Hey, there we go.
Yeah,
Use
like
the big brain.
The BumbleKast logo, the Bumble King logo with wheels on it. Yeah, something like that. So I guess, I don't know, are we sitting in the eyes?
Yeah, we're sitting in the eyes. And it doesn't have wheels. Its little feet spin around and go pep, 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 pep.
Well, yeah, that's more in line with wacky races. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, you got to have something to put on those infinitely repeating backgrounds.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Do you have some infinitely repeating leg animation, leg rotations? It's perfect.
And the horn goes, ha, 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 ha.
Beautiful, beautiful. And it also does, in fact, sound like a coughing jalopy. Makes sense to me.
Actually opens its little gator mouth to make those noises.
How does it go? I would assume about as well as it does for anyone else in wacky races, which is to say, usually not that well.
It goes forward for the most part.
Yeah. Question from Brody G. What if Dr. Wily ruled the world and Mega Man was created as the last hope for freedom?
You'd be listening to the Proto Men.
Yeah, that's what pretty much what they went with for their interpretation of the Mega Man lore.
I mean, it would be fun to do an AU with that premise, but it's basically the Proto Men.
Pretty much. Here's one from Dog Shades. I still like the idea of multiverses, and this is going to be a small-scale one. If you had to replace General Hospital with another show to forever get new episodes, what would it be? I'm thinking Young Justice or Marvel What If, personally. Put Thanos in every movie's final battle. Eat Death Battle's lunch. No, don't do that. Those guys are cool. Those guys were nice to us.
There was a cop drama when I was growing up called Homicide: Life on the Streets.
Uh-huh.
Really, really dug. And it actually got a made-for-TV movie finale that kind of tied a bow on stuff. So it ended on the best possible note you could for a series like that. Maybe not best note. It certainly wasn't positive, but it was resolved, I'll say. But the kind of note that it ended on is that their work is never finished. There will always be more cases. So by that token,
right,
you can keep going forever with it.
See, and I'd say Mystery Science Theater 3000, but that seems to be like coming back. That thing has a habit of coming back. Like sometimes it takes a while, sometimes it happens pretty quick, but it has a habit of living in some fashion or another. But there will always be bad movies. There will never not be bad movies. As long as we live, as long as people keep making them. So, yeah, Mystery Science Theater 3000. Keep that going. I don't know, fold riff tracks in there. So, basically, yeah, it is like MST almost never left if you fold riff tracks in.
Problem is, though, when you have a show with a repeatable premise, you're eventually going to use all the ideas.
I mean, yeah, you can kind of tell where they ran out of ideas. I've been watching the episodes recently, going through all of them, which I'd never done before, actually. I had not seen every episode, but I'm pretty deep into season 6 by now, and you can tell if some host segments are like them grasping at straws, like, what do we do? What do we do here? We need to do something.
So, even if in the best case scenario you have new characters come in and new plot lines develop, eventually the program would grow into something that the original just wasn't. Mm-hmm. It becomes something else, even if it is doing the same shtick over and over again. I don't know. More and more, I'm coming around to the idea that it is good for things to have an end.
I mean, yes.
It's good to wrap up.
Yes.
I would much rather have a program that I really, really liked have a satisfying ending than to go on perpetually and kind of lose the magic.
Right. I agree, but at the same time, I mean, that would be my answer.
If anything, it's more, there's shows that I would want one more season just to wrap it up.
Right.
Go in with the expectation that this is your allotted time and budget, time to wrap it all up as succinctly as possible. I'm looking at you, Sat AM. I'm looking at you, Reboot.
Mm-hmm.
Just give us that one last shot to tie it all up nice and neat, and then it's okay.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. There's a lot of shows like that probably deserve another one-shot season. But what was that?
I'm on the Justice League Unlimited because I really, really liked it and how much it had grown from Batman the Animated Series and the Superman Animated Series and what it had cultivated to that point. So one more go would have been nice, but season 2 made it kind of clear they were running on fumes.
Uh-oh.
They had done it wasn't bad, but it really didn't have the same punch as season 1. So it's like, maybe it's okay. It finished where it did.
Okay. All right. Dustin P asks, if DC asked you to write a series for them, would you rather work within canon or do an Elseworlds comic where you had more free reign to do whatever you want?
I don't know, to be honest.
Why not both?
Yes, DC give me all the work.
Yeah, I think the answer to this question is yes.
If it's in canon, the fun is the challenge of making it fit while doing something new with it. What am I contributing to the lore that is worthwhile, that isn't a retread of something or isn't going to contradict anything negatively? On the other hand, the Elseworlds gives you that creative freedom, like you said, to do something new and fun, and maybe that is the launch pad for something else,
Right.
Who knows? Give me an Elseworld. Maybe I'll make you a new Absolute line, DC.
Maybe. GameTune605 asks, how would a Mega Man Legends TV series turn out if it was produced by Studio Trigger? Well,
everything would be very pointy.
The budget would be huge.
The action scenes would be cool, but nigh incomprehensible.
Yeah.
But it'd be a fun ride.
Yeah. It would look real pretty. But yeah, it would be crazy.
The real question is, how much would Tron end up Shanghaiing the show? Like, it's Mega Man Legends, but how fast does it become the misadventures of the Bond family? Really?
Almost instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. Instantly. As it should be, honestly. Here's one from General Jimmy's. Dr. Wily has been known to make the occasional out there Robot Master. This one's no different. Mega Man versus Bravo Man. How does this fight go down? Oh, mama.
Oh, yeah, they're a blue bomber. Why does it always have to come down to violence? How about you just walk out of that room? Or maybe do that jump floaty thing that you're so fond of. The thing is, Bravo Man doesn't actually have any weaponry. He just poses.
Right, yeah.
He's jumping around the room, striking different poses. And you blow him up, and you get Bravo swagger, in which Mega Man has shades, and every single action he does gets that whip crack sound effect.
Uh-huh.
So instead of that little blip bloop when he jumps, it's a...
Yes. And that's the only difference, right? Obviously.
That is purely cosmetic.
Yeah.
Except any masters do double damage.
Yeah. That's it. That's all it does. You can't defeat anybody with it. No one's weak to it. It's just there.
Goes up for a rematch with Splash Woman. Hey there, pretty womp. Hey there, pretty mama. Why don't you come on in? The water's fine. What is wrong with you? I'm so sorry. It's the weapon data. I can't get rid of it.
Pretty Wama? Pretty Water Mama?
Yeah, there you go. Pretty water mama.
There you go. Sure, why not?
Are we at the aquarium because mama wanted to go sightseeing?
Okay. And here's one from Gunner Guru. With Marvel Tokon revealing Danger and Penny Parker as the freak picks for teams led by Storm and Peter Parker. Any weird picks you'd like to see for the teams led by Cap, Doctor Doom, and Ghost Rider?
It's hard to say because their picks have been so off the wall in some places. Like Phoenix-infused Cyclops for DLC? What?
Yeah. This is an older question. This is an older question, so these might have already had weird picks revealed for them, but that's okay.
I don't know. I haven't been following it too closely. I mean,
me neither.
For pity's sake, I thought Danger was a deep cut pick.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. I mean, maybe Squirrel Girl for Captain America. It's not a deep cut. She's getting more.
No, Squirrel Girl's not a deep cut anymore, especially now that she's in Marvel Rivals. Same with Magic.
But I feel like she's still kind of that oddball character, not the serious Avenger you would normally think of.
Right. I don't know. How about, would one of them pick the Wizard?
Maybe. Maybe.
I don't know. That's the most obscure, terrible hero I could think of.
Okay, for Ghost Rider, do Frankencastle.
Okay.
That brief period where Frank Castle was resurrected as a Frankenstein's monster zombie type thing.
Okay. That's terrifying.
And for Doom, let's do like old school walking TV set Arnim Zola.
Okay.
The CRT monitor with legs.
Yeah.
What would he do? I have no idea. That's up to them.
Figure it out. And do you have another one for Cap, or are you going with Squirrel Girl for him?
You're right. Maybe that's a little too vanilla these days.
Yeah. She's everywhere. She's inescapable, which is fine. I love Squirrel Girl, but, she's not a freak. She's just Squirrel Girl. She's just cool.
Maybe go with Moon Knight, and his gimmick is whichever voice is controlling his head at the time changes his skill set.
Wow, okay. That would suck if it was random.
Maybe not random. Maybe like your down special switches it up.
Okay.
His basic attacks are universal, and then his specials change depending on who's running the body at the time.
Okay. I think that could be interesting. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, there have been characters like that. Makes sense. All right, Mr. Ronadan asks, if you had to write a Roger Rabbit-esque film where Capcom characters act in video games, movies, comics, etc., adaptations of their source material, what would the plot be? Oh, and Mega Man's the protagonist.
All right, so the Capcom characters are acting out their adventures. So that would,
I suppose,
that would mean the Capcom offices are the equivalent of Toontown and basically the Hollywood.
Yeah.
So I'm just really entertained by the idea that everything that happened in Raccoon City and beyond was all just a major motion film or something. And Wesker's really a nice guy when you get down to it.
Yeah.
Very charitable, good with kids. But he likes the role, it's kind of cathartic. He gets to ham it up.
Let's see, yeah.
Maybe if Mega Man's the center of the story, maybe take a page out of the old Dreamwave comic, and he doesn't want to be the super fighting robot all the time. He wants to be a real boy. He wants a normal life as just Rocklight. And it's him trying to live a normal civilian life, but as a celebrity who also happens to be a walking murder machine.
Uh-huh.
Not murder. Justice. Shooty justice.
Yes, like you do.
And I guess it would be his story of finding that work-life balance and coming to accept what he is, what his lot is in life, and what the benefits of that are, how he can make it work for him. It's not that he is bound to his fate as Mega Man, it's why he comes to enjoy being Mega Man.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's cute. Just had to make this good. Good job.
I don't want the poor boy to suffer too much. He does that enough.
He's
in his own continuity.
Yeah, he doesn't deserve that.
I want only good things for Mega Man.
Yes. You say, actively writing stories about Mega Man where things could possibly go horribly wrong for him at any moment.
Look, my hands are tied in a lot of ways, okay?
Yeah. Here's a question from Noni. Sup? Had a curiosity. Have you guys seen the more recent abridged work by Team 4-Star? They expanded other shows from the old Toonami block, like Sailor Moon and Yu Yu Hakusho.
Have you?
No, I was not aware that they had actually started doing other stuff now, actually.
Their spoof on just the Toonami bumpers and premise is spot on.
Really?
Oh, it takes me back. It feels like you're legitimately watching it almost.
Yeah. I'm being told that the Sailor Moon one is really good.
It is spectacular. My only critique is that I feel like the jokes come a little fast. You don't have enough time to breathe sometimes.
I mean, DBZ Abridged kind of had that too.
Sometimes, but here I feel like, I'm still trying to catch up with what the last punchline was, where I'm either going, oh my God, they actually said that, or oh my God, I'm laughing. Wait, I missed 3 jokes. Roll it back. The Yu Yu Hakusho, it's competently made for sure. It didn't land with me, and I think that's more the issue of Yu Yu Hakusho than it is with the abridged version.
Yeah. When it comes to Yu Yu Hakusho, I am nearly completely in the dark. I think I saw a few episodes. I had no idea what's going on. I've retained none of it. So I don't know.
Maybe it gets better in later seasons. And if you're a fan of Yu Yu Hakusho, I'm not throwing shade at you. If you enjoyed it for what it was, I'm happy for you. I hope the abridged version was also entertaining. But it didn't quite land for me, which is a surprise. Usually their stuff is like dead on with me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Sailor Moon one is, oh my God, dude.
All right, I'll have to check it out.
The 2 of the henchmen salute Queen Beryl by going, yes, Queen. And we had to pause the video. Me and I were howling. We could, oh gosh.
Good. All right, we got one last question. It's from Red Rebel. Would you rather be bitten by a radioactive spider or bonded to an alien symbiote?
Oh, the symbiote, easy.
Yeah, I was going to say, that seems easier, because the alien symbiote thing is reversible, kinda. It can be. Yeah. The radioactive spider thing is not.
Well,
not easily.
On the storyline.
I mean, true, but not easily, at least. Plus, we live in the real world, so a radioactive spider biting us would probably kill us.
I mean, I'm a Gemini. I already talked to myself. The symbiote's not going to be anything new for me.
Is that only a Gemini thing? Then what am I doing as an Aquarius? Oh, boy.
Just go with the flow. Man. Just go with the flow.
I talk to myself constantly.
I could multitask so much.
Yeah.
And, wouldn't have to get up off the couch to make a sandwich. I could just send the goo out to do it and grab some raw hamburger for itself along the way.
Uh-huh.
And, when the road rage incident hops in, I can just bite somebody's head off for real. Nobody can stop me.
That's a little dangerous, but okay.
Look, people have been extra stupid on the road these days. I want to be a fangy, snarly goo monster, okay?
Put a little fear back in them. Clearly, they're not afraid of driving anymore. Maybe they should be. Never know where that snarling alien thing might show up.
I can be Bumble Carnage.
Oh, boy. Anyway, I think that's all we got for this episode of BumbleKast.
Yeah, thank you so much for everyone joining us yet again. Thank you for your questions and your patrons via patreon.com/BumbleKast, Ko-fi.com/BumbleKast, or by being a YouTube member. Or shoot, just by sending us questions in any which way. Helps the show keep having content, helps us keep giving us a reason to speak into these microphones with our mouth holes and keeping you entertained.
Yes. Be glad it's our mouth holes, by the way, not something else. Anyway.
I mean, depending on who you ask, I'm talking out of my ass all the time anyway. Anyway! See you next time on the BumbleKast. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other, all that jazz.
Bye!
Also, another point to the abridged Sailor Moon is Austin Lee Matthews, who was just on the show.
Right.
He's one of the voices. I forget who he is exactly, but he's one of the henchmen.
Is he? Okay.
We talked about it briefly on the episode where he just had a blast with it, but...
Okay. Yeah, I vaguely remember that now.
Am I telling you to burn things?
Just now?
Okay, then that's me right now, and the other thing is your own business.
Oh, okay. That's good. Anyway. Exciting.
You've been listening to the BumbleKast, a co-production of Bumble King Comics and the KNGI Network. Original theme music composed by Ken Coda Snyder. Remixed intro by T-Lopes. Find out more information, along with podcast feeder links, MP3 downloads, and more at bumbleking.com and kngi.org.
Shove that right up there. Shove the hose right in there. That's what it's for. God. This isn't going in the show.